Maeve, look. The Isle of Khorizar. It's a sailor's secret. It's the perfect place to pick up some food and water.
I don't know. I've never been one for secrets. Now have I, Dermot?
Careful, Rongar! This is a one-of-a-kind instrument. Why, this invention could change worldwide communications. Oh, I didn't mean to make you nervous. You're doing just fine.
Drongar, drop anchor.
Whoa! Hard to find good help these days, huh?
Interesting doodad, Firouz.
Oh, yes, quite. You see, with this, I capture the power of the sun to send a beam of precisely controlled light to a far land. All the world will use this to send messages back and forth in code.
Holy moly!
Apparently, I haven't quite calibrated the direction ratio, but no harm done.
He turns me into a one-man barbecue. It's no harm done?
Dermot! Dermot, off my beamer! Immediately!
Oh, no. Seems like Dermot's not too impressed with your invention, Firouz.
My. Certainly packs a powerful wallop, doesn't it?
All right, let's see what damage we've done.
Dermot senses someone coming.
Me? I sense they're already here.
Hold that thought, guys.
I am Admiral Azul, protector of Khorizar. Are you the captain of that vessel in our bay?
I am. And these are my shipmates. My name is Sinbad.
Sinbad. Your reputation as a great sailor precedes you.
So then you'll believe me when I offer my sincere apologies for the damage we inflicted upon your beautiful forest.
You mean our ancient and revered forest, where members of the royal family have been buried for generations. Accidents happen. Actually, I'm very intrigued and fascinated by the power of your new weapon.
Weapon? Well, I suppose it could be used that way, but I could never build weapons.
You are its creator?
This is Firouz.
I am most impressed with your ingenuity. So impressed that I would like to invite you all to an afternoon of festivities honoring our late king.
You do realize we're being held captive, don't you?
Where's your sense of adventure? You seem to be in charge here, Azul. Are your king and queen unable to attend?
You are unaware of our tragedy.
The strife I spoke of earlier?
Both our leaders were killed by raiding Marzaks. Terrible, demonic, inhuman warriors of living metal. The warlike Marzaks were sent upon us by our ancient enemies in the island of Marzos. And yet, although we lost our king and queen, the last shining gem of Coruscant still gives us strength. Princess Lila.
Well, may I have the chance to look upon this living gem?
She will join us shortly.
Admiral Azul, what do you mean by dragging that great, ugly metal and glass contraption into the palace storeroom? I banged my head on the thing twice, trying to get out of its way.
Sinbad, Firouz, friends, the Grand Vizier, Paz. No, Sinbad, come.
Hey, Firouz, what's he talking about? I do.
Hello.
Admiral Azul, it sounded like your vizier was talking about my invention.
Yes. I couldn't leave such an invaluable weapon aboard your ship where Marzos raiders might claim it. I had it taken to the palace. For its protection, of course.
We appreciate your concern for its safety, Admiral, as well as the help you will surely give us when it's time to return it to the ship.
My men are at your disposal.
You must have very big bones.
So, Firouz, we'd be honored if you'd consider our palace your temporary headquarters.
It sounds ideal. But my friends and I...
All make obeisance. Princess Lila, future queen of Coruscant.
Welcome, travelers, to Coruscant.
Your Majesty. I am Captain Sinbad. Your every wish is my command. Some wine, Your Majesty?
Yes. If it was served to me by Firouz. Shall we sit? I would love to take part in any experiments you wish to pursue here.
That would be... interesting.
And that wasn't it. That's an idea.
These people have an invitation.
Stand back! I'm warning you!
retreating.
They disappeared, as before.
They vanish?
How did you manage to drive them off, Firouz?
Higher reasoning. I reasoned that a dye cloud might blind them. Blind, they might retreat.
If only countries were ruled by such genius.
Actually, I've always thought that a kingdom, scientifically run, could change the world.
After the Marzaks killed our king and queen, they simply disappeared just like today. Sorcery is at work.
They didn't just disappear today. They retreated somewhere.
My warrior of science. He drove the devils away.
These creatures are bold, Sinbad. They must have spied upon us. They watched us unload Firouz's invention, and they came here to steal it, our only means of defense.
Defense?
Our wealthy enemies from Marzos are taunting us. This attack was merely a forerunner of what's to come. They'll send an entire army of these creatures next.
What a horrible thought.
Their science is too much for us. My people, our people are doomed. Unless we have help. Firouz, without your genius, my kingdom will fall. Please, stay with us. We need a minister of science to save us.
Point of fact, I, Minister of Science.
With all due respect, Your Majesty, Firouz may not choose to stay.
Well, perhaps just for a little while?
Well, you're all invited to remain.
I'm afraid that would be impossible.
Well, we really can't let you leave until our conflict with the island of Marzos is settled. It would be far too dangerous for you and your crew to sail into war-torn waters. They could capture you and use you as hostages.
We can't leave Firouz like this.
Right.
Firouz, I want you to go with me back to the ship.
But these people need my help. They need the help of my science.
Firouz, it's not your war.
They may act a little strange, but think of the heartache they've been through. Poor princess, losing both her mother and her father.
She didn't seem overly heartbroken to me. Firouz, something is very wrong here.
For once, Firouz, he's right. The spirits tell me of danger.
Spirits are vindictive creatures. They've always disliked me, because science seeks to make magicians of us all.
No. No, that's not it. Not at all.
In the future, magic will retreat to the shadows. Science and reason will rule.
Reason. And Firouz.
I didn't say that. Surely you can see that what I'm trying to do here is noble. Coruscant is the beginning of a benevolent empire. An empire that will peacefully bring about the rule of science to the entire world.
Listen, old friend.
Look, please, just don't spoil the ceremony.
I don't trust your Princess Alila, Firouz.
Sinbad, she needs me.
The entire kingdom needs him. Do you Outlanders have some doubts about his genius?
Not at all, Your Majesty. We just want to make sure he'll be happy here after we depart.
I believe with all my heart that this man will save Coruscant from the threat of Marzos.
Well, in that case, we look forward to the ceremony. Take Dubar and set sail for Marzos tonight. It lies but 10 leagues to the north. Make sure no one sees you.
Marzos? What's in Marzos?
That's what I'd like you to find out.
Perhaps you'd allow me to offer you a good luck kiss before the swearing in. To our future? That reminds me, if you have the time before the ceremony, would you look at these plans we've drawn up of your ruby beamer? I'm afraid our engineers are not in your league, if there are any corrections.
Indeed, they've made a hash of it. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. But, my princess, we already have a working model here in the palace.
We will need many more if we are to defend ourselves from Marzos.
Of course. It's just the beamer was never intended for war.
But you saw what happened with the Marzaks. They will destroy us unless we have such weapons. We are proud of you, Firouz. We need you. I need you.
I'll change the diagrams. I'll supervise the construction myself. I really appreciate all of this. You know, when all this is over,
Tired of the ceremony?
Well, a bit too rich for my blood. We've got a trip to take.
Well, not without Sinbad, we don't.
Yeah, it's his idea. He wants us to go to Marzos and do a little bit of spying.
Oh? Sounds risky. What are we waiting for?
These are not the greatest accommodations. Dinner, Ronka? Let's hope it's better than the room. They're using Firouz as some sort of pawn, Rongar. We have to make him see that. You're not really gonna eat that stuff, are you? They serve us horse meat. They throw us in this flea pit. You get the feeling we're really not welcome here? I'm gonna skip my dinner tonight. Go have a chat with Firouz instead. Feel like a stroll? After you. Enjoy your meal, gentlemen.
Firouz?
Where is he? In there. See for yourself.
I know about these things. Let me bandage him.
Azul will tend to him, my minister. They are comrades.
What is all this?
Sinbad, this man has news from the lands to the north.
I slipped into Marzos to scout. They're planning to attack us, like before. They want Ruby Beamer. They're raising a great navy to attack Curacao.
What exactly did you see?
Are you blind? This man is badly injured. He nearly lost his life behind enemy lines.
Firouz, all Coruscant turns to you now for strength.
Marzos people are barbarians. can't allow the good citizens of Coruscant to be exterminated? We'll protect Coruscant. We will arm ourselves and all our able-bodied men. We'll attack Marzos before they can attack us. Azul?
As you say, Minister Firouz, I hereby declare a state of war.
Firouz!
Let it be war.
Melvin? Lord Minister, these are the coasts of Marzos.
Firouz? War is something not to be taken lightly. Let me set sail and confirm Morup's report.
Are you calling our agent a liar? Firouz, this Sinbad is beginning to annoy me.
Remove yourself, sailor. You're distracting my Lord Minister.
Firouz, listen to me.
Sinbad, leave us.
But Firouz!
These people have put their faith in me. I can't let them down. I'll understand if you don't want to stay and fight.
Perhaps it would be a good idea if you and your crew left the island by morning. We will assure you safe passage.
I bet. No, Rangar! Let's leave quietly, for Firouz's sake.
Excellent performance, Morup.
Oh, thank you.
Where were you hiding when you were supposed to be in Marzos?
The Spindle Street brothel.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Before the end.
The end of what?
As the sage said, dead men tell no tales. Dispose of him. He'll be declared a hero tomorrow. Now I must give some thought about the Sinbad problem. He makes me nervous. I seem too badly looking over my shoulder at every turn.
Seems Morup died of his wounds after all. So much for bravery.
We must tell Sinbad what we found before we tell Firouz.
May I ask where you have been and where you are going?
You may ask, but we don't have to answer.
Get out of our way.
Rumor has it you've been to Marzos.
You should never listen to rumors. Or don't you know that?
You are under arrest for fraternizing with the enemy.
There's no enemy there, and you know it.
Seize them!
Sides appear to be balanced.
Maybe not.
Drop your weapons or die. March these fools to the dungeon.
Yes, no, maybe. Perhaps a vapor that paralyzes the nerves.
So this is how you use your talents now, Firouz.
If you're waiting for me to invent the door, Sinbad,
I know. Somebody beat you to it. What is all this?
could you pass me that flask? You could have just blown up this entire room.
Well, you may just blow up an entire kingdom.
I serve my princess, who at least appreciates me.
Your princess is using you, Firouz. She's not interested in your mind, just your ability to create weapons.
I never thought I'd see the day when Sinbad would be jealous of a friend.
They killed Marab, Firouz. His whole spy mission was a lie.
I can understand your anger. For the first time, people are looking at me to be the hero, not you. They turn to me for protection, not you.
Firouz, look at me. Have I ever lied to you?
Stop it, you're confusing me.
We found the quiet man lurking outside.
Take them safely to their chambers. Sinbad, you have no idea what's going on here. The fate of these people is in my hands.
What kept you, little brother?
I was trying to skip breakfast.
Wow, Sinbad, you were right about Marzos. They're wealthy indeed, but they have no interest in this little kingdom.
We checked the harbor. No battleships, no preparations for war. Their idea of mortal combat is arguing over who picks up a check.
When I talked to them, no one had ever heard of the Marzaks. An old wives' tale for sure.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Nobody I talked to heard of Marzax either. The whole story's a lie.
We've got to get to Firouz and stop this war.
Somehow I don't think the guards outside will play along.
We need a distraction. Where's Dermot?
He's safe. On the ship.
Guards! Guards! My friend! Oh, he's choking to death! Guards! You must help us! Guards!
It works. It works, yes.
How much longer must we put up with this waffling fool?
Once Firouz has helped us capture Marzos, we'll have learned how to use his weaponry. Then I'll be king of both lands, and you'll be my queen.
What about Firouz?
He will join his friend Sinbad in death.
It gets worse and worse. Firouz seems gripped by madness.
I've seen this madness before. They'll squander the kingdom's treasures, all of its people's wealth, on weapons.
Well, I think it's time we borrowed Firouz for a little while. Get him away from Azul and our poisonous princess.
I don't think you'll have that opportunity, Sinbad. Take them! More guards!
Go, mate! We'll hold them here as long as we can! Go get Firouz!
Guards, take her away! She was obviously recruited by the leaders in Marzos.
A traitor. Maeve. That doesn't make any sense.
My friend, war can turn anyone into an animal. Not yet, Sinbad. The first dust of your grave, Sinbad. Belden, take this sailor and his cronies to the dungeon without a floor.
My pleasure.
Dermot, get out before they catch you too.
Well, look who decided to join us.
It's nice here this time of year, isn't it? Did you hear that hit bottom?
No,
What is that?
someplace I don't want to end up. Can you do anything about these chains, Maeve?
Teresa, guardian of iron. Reduce the power of these chains.
Well, I'm impressed.
It must be, the sleep gas that they used on me. My head aches. I can't concentrate. Really.
Did you do that, Maeve?
I don't think so.
I did. Your feathered friend, Orkney. I pulled the release lever.
But I thought
I was crazy? No. That was an axe Azul wouldn't kill me, too. Oh, come on, then. Come along, do. Quickly.
Babe, remind me to give Dermot a little snack before dinner.
Come on now. I'm afraid that war is inevitable, my young friends. You have to leave here, or die with the rest of us.
I won't leave Firouz.
Even Firouz can't put out the fuse he has lit.
Where does this go?
Oh, you can't. Those are collapsed tunnels that used to lead to the old palace.
Sinbad.
The Marzax.
I thought so. These passages. They lead outside.
Yes, indeed. Azul discovered these remnants from a time long gone in Coruscant, when our leaders practiced the sciences of the tragic Atlantis. He couldn't reproduce more of them. The art of this machinery is beyond us.
Machines?
Originally designed to defend. Azul uses them to attack. The first to die were our king and our queen. The princess is only their niece. She and Azul want to rule Coruscant. Your friend happening along with his invention just hastened Azul's plans a bit.
Do you know how to activate these things?
They respond to rays emitted from a tiny machine, hidden in an amulet.
Azul's amulet.
Can't believe that Maeve and the others would betray me. I won't believe it. I want to see them. Now! Immediately!
But Firouz...
I want to see my friends!
But of course, without delay.
You're probably right, Firouz. This is probably all a misunderstanding.
My friends would never betray me.
Exactly. We're all tense, Firouz. Nervous over the prospect of war.
It's time for the sailor to die. We'll have to find him first.
What?
The sailor. All of them. They're gone.
Gone but not forgotten, I hope. Me! Now out of our way. We're going to get Firouz.
You'll have to get through me first.
All right. You and me.
Delighted.
Firouz. I feel so all alone.
Only Sinbad and my friends really care about me.
I care, Firouz. My love.
You'll pay for this show of insolence.
You looking for this? Buzz and I have programmed it to follow you to hell.
A man who believes he is so wise that he does not need to know himself. He knows nothing at all. No! Have you gone mad?
Give me the amulet! Here, I think it's broken.
They make me powerful! They make me the most powerful man on earth! No! Stop them! No! Please! I'm not supposed to die! I am all powerful!
Well, I guess power isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Stand still. We have your weapons. We don't need you anymore.
Firouz!
Did I neglect to tell you that Khorazarian mothers teach their daughters knife throwing? It keeps the men in line.
Actually, you neglected to tell me that point, but I do understand women's rights. Sinbad!
Oh, you know, oh great Firouz, a long sea voyage will cure all your ills.
Point of fact, you're absolutely right.
How you feeling?
Troubled by what I almost created.
Don't be so hard on yourself. If you'd stayed, they would have made you king.
Fortunately, Puz will make a better king than I would. I'm not cut out to be a politician.
Firouz, there's nothing wrong with your politics. Only the warmongers who misled you. It's the sad fate of many leaders.
True. Let's just say I'm glad to return to what I do best. Being a simple man of science.
And an invaluable member of my crew.